Is it delayed?
Hey everybody, no delay. It's John Hope Bryant. You guys should be nervous. There's only 1 million people.
It's the room.
So the way this works is that's live social media for my channel, and there's 1 million people who follow me. There's not 1 million people watching right now, but there'll be a lot of people watching you, and they should be watching you, shouldn't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Shouldn't they?
Yes.
Say, I am somebody.
I am somebody.
There you go. So this is John Hope Bryant. This is John Hope Bryant Live. You're about to experience magic in a bottle. This is the future, live from the Comptroller of the Currency's office. This is the U.S. Comptroller of the Currency, Joseph Otting. For today's purposes, I'm making him an honorary black man. Oh. He's been cool all day. He was in the hood, the neighborhood earlier today. He was in the neighborhood earlier today. We were at where
Industrial Bank.
Industrial Bank. Yep. And with the mayor, Mayor Bowser, and she announced her summer youth program, and the mayor actually said, literally, she loved this man for what he inspired her to do and helped her do, which is provide more summer internships for young people in Washington, D.C. But what he did, I'm going to let him speak for himself, was last year he teed up with a challenge from me, which I didn't think he'd take, an internship program focusing on Ward 7 and Ward 8 in Washington, D.C., paying young people $20 an hour. I mean, I'll take that job. And the team said around him and the federal government, well, we can try and do that in 2 years. He said, no, how about in 2 months? And I'll let him tell his story himself. But that was so successful, 80 internships last year, that now he plus other agencies are doing upwards of 200 federal internships. And now the mayor of D.C. thinks this is a national model. She's now doing 12,000 summer jobs. But anyway, everybody, this is my friend, Comptroller of the Currency, Mr. Otting.
Thank you very much.
And these ladies will introduce themselves. They are the magic. They're part of the first internship class.
Not only part of the first internship program, but coming back to the agencies this summer as well.
So, and I'm told one of them's coming to work for me. Is that right? Yeah. I got to pay her. She's like, I'm not coming for free.
$20 an hour.
25.
She is a capitalist.
But no, we're really honored. Last year was a spectacular year. It was a great learning experience for the agency, and I think one of the great parts was the connections that all of you made with the OCC people, and then the ability to go do a true job, I think, made a difference. We talked before we went on camera today about, the second year students get a chance to go and pick one of the disciplines, whether it's IT, human resources, legal, that they can be involved in, and then focus on that as a potential long-term career for people. And so I think that the unique thing about this is not only are we exposing people to the agency, but we're also creating an opportunity for them to determine, is this a career path for me in the future? And
look, speak like you're rich. Speak up.
Speak up. And one of the things that we're really energized about is this year, after we had a successful program last year, we went to our colleagues that run the CFPB and the SCC and National Credit Union, and a couple of those were able to kind of join us this summer. And in the long term, we really hope that this can be a significant part of the federal government participating in this program. And I'm proud of each of you. You did a remarkable job last year, and look forward to having you here on June 29th this year, and seeing you for breakfast every morning at 7:29 down in the cafeteria.
They get a food stipend, don't they also?
They do. They get a daily food stipend. We gave each of the students a $650 credit for clothing for the summer. They get transportation to the location as well. So we want to take everything off the board that would prohibit anybody from not accepting the internship at the OCC.
So, ladies, did you enjoy the program?
Yes.
Give the comptroller a round of applause. And you have somebody special to introduce?
Yes. Why don't you talk about the program?
Okay, great.
And you introduce I'll let the young ladies introduce themselves.
Yes. Well, how about we start there?
Well, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'll introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Althea Degree, and I am the Deputy Program Manager for the High School Scholar Internship Program.
See how she's talking, speaking up?
Absolutely. And this program really means a lot to me. I actually participated. Unfortunately, I did not make $20 an hour when I started a while ago,
Amen.
but it was one of the first jobs that I had here in the federal government. and very excited to see the return on investment. They started by investing in me, and now I have the opportunity to impact almost 150 students. So thank
Wow.
you.
And you don't think this increases the morale at the Comptroller of the Currency's office of the thousands of people who do this job? You don't think this increases the morale of the FDIC, the morale of CFPB? Of course it does. I mean, everybody's a bit of a frustrated teacher. We all want to help somebody help themselves, and seeing these young people with all this potential, you're about to hear from them directly. There's no doubt they're worth the investment. This is not an expense; it's an investment. And Comptroller, once again, I just want to, in all seriousness, we play around. In all seriousness, I want to thank you for stepping up and stepping in and being a leader. This has never happened in the history of the Comptroller of the Currency's office since Brian, when was this founded?
1863.
1863. You guys are making history. This has never happened ever in the history of this agency. It regulates $12 trillion in assets, 70% of the entire banking sector. Never happened, and it happened because this man had a vision and decided to operationalize it. It happened over a casual lunch.
That's right.
Yeah.
John, I said to John, what can we do in DC to have a big impact? And he said, well, have an intern program. Invest in people. Make them understand what you do. And, when a lot of you left last year, you wrote me letters and you said, I never thought I would get a chance to work in a building like that. And that was very special, so thank you.
By the way, you guys, you hear me getting all amplified as because I was born poor. Okay, you see how cool he is. You see? When he ain't raised his voice. He's not getting it. When you got power and wealth, you're cool. You don't get all animated. I want you guys to go through your life. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to scream and holler. It's the wealth of your knowledge, the wealth of your education, the wealth of your self-confidence, the wealth of your self-belief. You are somebody, and what you have to say is worth somebody listening to. Period, end of subject. You don't have to scream ever again. You can be cool and let the game come to you. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
So let's introduce each one of you. Let's introduce yourself.
So my name is Hannah. I'm a senior at Cardozo Education Campus, and I plan on majoring in computer science.
And where do you want to work this summer?
It doesn't really matter, but OCC.
Do you have a department that you want to work in?
IT.
IT.
Did you hear that, you guys? She wants to work in IT, all right? Look, if you want a job in the future, you better have computing tied some way, somehow to that position. Everything, if you want to be part of the future, understand it's going to be about computing. Everybody needs a financial literacy course and a computer course before they're in 10th grade. So she's already focused on her future. How old are you?
17.
17 years old, and from Ethiopia, right? Your family?
Yeah.
I love it. Africa in the house. All right.
Hi everybody, my name is Agnes Signu, and I'm also a senior at Cardozo High School, and I'm hoping to return in the Department of Human Resources.
And my name is Elisa, and I also go to Cardozo Education Campus, and I'm interested in working in the law department.
Fantastic.
My name is Jacqueline Ferrafino. I'm a senior at Cardozo Education Campus, and I am interested in going into the IT department.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Bernice Brule, and I'm currently a senior at Cardozo, and I plan on returning and being in law. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I get nervous.
No problem.
Hello, I'm Roshonda Gongs. I'm a senior at Roosevelt High School, and I'm not sure which department I want to go back to.
All good.
Hello, my name is Anaya Thomas, and I attend CU Chavez, and I'm a senior. And when I come back to the OCC, I would like to be a part of IT.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Jessica Martinez. I go to Cardozo Education Campus, and I still don't know which department I should return to.
But you're going to return.
100%.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Set the tone.
Set the tone, 100%. So, you guys, you have questions for these wonderful young ladies?
So, when we talked before we went on camera about, some of the learnings that we had at the OCC last year about, getting you quickly more involved in a lot of the activities as opposed to the classroom part at the beginning, we thought that was quite helpful. And then the returning students, we felt as you had kind of worked your way through the entire agency, allowing you to focus on a particular discipline, would enhance the second year students and allow you to really kind of focus on what am I interested in, and is this something that I can make a career out of?
So, what is the aha? What is the light that's come on in your head since you started this process?
Well, when I came in last summer, I was undecided on what I want to major in when I go to college, because college
Speak
is
a
my
little bit more so they can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, what I said was I was undecided when I came in last summer onto what I'm going to major when I go to college. But being here actually made me think about human resources because it was exposed to us and I learned a lot from it. And looking to my character and who I am as a person, I felt like that was a field I would really do good in.
Did you hear that? Looking at my character, who I am as a person. That's what I'm talking about. So when I grew up in Compton, California, a banker came in my classroom and taught me financial literacy when I was 9. And he said he financed entrepreneurs. I never heard the word entrepreneur in my life when I was 9 years old. I'm an entrepreneur today. Had you heard the phrase human resources, or the position human resources before you got here before?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't even know what it was.
So it's not, so here's a very bright young lady, right? But it's what she doesn't know that she doesn't know that's killing her, but she thinks she knows. And this is not just her, it's everybody in our communities. Like, no one teaches us this stuff. That's right. So just by exposing them to this, the lights come on, and now she's got a whole new, it's not about the $20 an hour, it's about the relationship capital. You have now people who want you to win, but now the person who wants her to win the most is her. Is that right? So, I didn't hear that. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. That's right. Say it like you mean it. Who else had a light to come on in their life tied to the program? Like you grew up in the neighborhood. Something that you never thought about before.
You can go. I wanted to say, like, I never knew that banks were supervised. Like, there was, like, large banks, mid-sized banks, and small banks. So this program has gave me the opportunity to be able to know, like, if a bank is playing with my money, who I need to go to. Yes, like, I know who to go to.
Did you guys do that? The bank's playing with her money. She knows who to go to. Him.
This bank, the OCC has gave me an opportunity to be able to know what I'm talking about, or like if I wanted a loan and what would be the wrong thing if they deny me, or like why would they accept me. So I feel as though this program is great, and I got exposed to so many things that I never knew about.
And you never would drive by a bank without thinking about, hey, I know who regulates that.
Yeah.
So if somebody treats somebody in your family wrong at a bank,
I know who to go to.
That's right. But you know, and also just knowing your rights. Like most banks they're good people. Bankers are good people, but you know, if you don't know what your rights are, you can't expect somebody else to advocate for you.
Right.
You got to go in knowing what your rights are and what you can request and expect. Right. There you go. You had a comment?
Yeah, for me was growing up, I never knew that I would get like a government job experience.
Mm.
So this for me, coming from a poor family, living with my grandparents, it's just like a big experience because the money that I got for my summer internship job really helped my grandfather a lot.
Mm.
Getting his immigration papers all together and ready. So all we have to do is just wait and he'll become an American citizen.
Oh,
So, see, you hear that, folks? You never know what somebody's going through. How old are you?
17.
She's 17 years old, like tightening up the whole family. Like this internship program, if I heard that right, is helping her grandparents deal with a situation in their life, right?
Helped a lot. And
Amen.
for that, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, where's the tissue?
Real talk. This is real talk. One of my nieces, this was years ago, but I had given her an internship at my office, and I'm really embarrassed to say this, but like she said, John, I had never been in an elevator before. This is my niece. I just assumed.
Right.
I just assumed she's my niece, like she's in part of my family. She had, at that time, she was 18 years old. She had never been in an elevator in an office building in her entire life. Her schoolhouse was two stories, and she walked up and down. She never went. She nobody in her family had a suit and tie on, or a dress on, or had a business card, or was on a salary. Everybody was an hourly worker. She drove past office buildings, but had never been in one. She didn't feel like it welcomed her. And so when she came into, and she never had a business card before, we got her a business card, right? Maybe she should get them business cards. So like, had you guys been in a lot of professional environments like this before this program, or was this the first?
It was the first.
The first. Second for you, oh, excuse me. But for those who were the first, it was a little intimidating, huh?
Yes.
Especially like when you walk in, first of all, you just see the security. It's like, oh, they're like, I have to go through here. I have to make sure I don't have anything that's not allowed. And it's just, it's like you walk in and you know you're all good and you have nothing, but just looking at the people make you feel like, oh, I need to check myself and make sure I'm okay.
Yeah. So the security, you didn't feel necessarily that the security was there to protect you. You felt like it was there to check you out. Yeah. That's growing up our neighborhoods, and now. You hopefully have a greater sense of like they're there for your protection, right? You're not the threat. But that's about having the self-esteem and the confidence to know that you own this place. You are an American taxpayer.
Right.
Anybody else want to add anything before we wrap up?
I could say something.
Sure.
So last year when y'all gave us our ID
They did.
Yeah, to come in, I felt quite inspiring when I just tap it and I just walk.
All right.
I feel like you walk in.
A government issue ID. Like I got
it.
I took everybody else down. When you took it away from me, I was like, hold on. I have a photo. I was like, I need to remember this forever because it just made me feel. It made me feel so important and like I have authority. It's like I would walk in the building, no one's gonna be like, excuse me, where are you going? I have a badge. Scanning me.
I still have mine.
Oh!
I wanted to give it, so I just took it out. Gave them my ID and I kept it. So I still have mine.
That's beautiful. So like it gave you a sense of belonging.
That's right.
You're part of the system. And you badge in and you badge out like every other employee. Right? That's fantastic. Anybody else want to add something? Yeah, please.
So for me, what I got most out of this program was just the people. Because sometimes at home, you don't have people who are like looking out for you and like they have your best interest at heart. But at OCC, I felt like people actually cared about where I was going and like what my future would look like.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Don't let me turn the camera. I'll be like, oh, I wanted to say something.
I'll say something.
Yeah.
First, it's just me like saying thank you because I remember when we had a little interactions with Mr. Otting, and he asked us if we wanted to like have a lunch with him. And to me, it made me view a leader as somebody that's also have like authority and is like big but also small in a way because you were able to put aside the fact that you are a leader of such a big company organization and just come and interact with the little, well, we're not little now, but
Right. Said all you guys grew up in here.
It just made me gain characteristics of what a leader is, which is being able to lead and be up there but also be down here with the people to come up with.
Thank you very much.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for that.
And he is no better than you. He is no more valuable than you. He is the same as you. And you have every right to demand a moment of his time, to request at least a moment of his time. And when he is with you, he is getting as much from you as you are giving, you're giving him as much as he's getting from you in the sense of giving you time. You're also giving him your time. It's fair exchange, right? So again, how do we start this? I am
somebody.
Say it again. I am
somebody.
There you go. All right. Anybody else want to add? We have no church up in here, huh? Seeing like is that when the internships we start? The June
29th.
And we officially have our diplomas.
Yeah.
And look, everybody watching here, these people, these are young ladies. They're 17, 18. Is that right?
Yes.
You should want to hire these young ladies. These are the kind of folks you should want. She's like, yeah, these are the kind of people you should want to bring on to your company as an intern or apprenticeship, or give them a real job. You're not doing them a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. This is America. This is the future of America. Didn't it make you proud to listen to what you've heard and see what you've seen? Come on now. Invest, because whatever goes around
Comes around.
We're out. John Hope Bryant.